Hello, fellow Patriots. Jake here with Homes for Patriots, powered by Home Smart and All Western Mortgage, your one-stop shop for all of your real estate needs. So I'm putting together this video because I keep getting asked a lot about the process, and I honestly thought, why not just make a video at it? And it's just simple and easy for you. So I'm not going to dig into all the nitty-gritty details. This is just going to be a brief overview of the process. That way you kind of have an idea where you're at and where the next steps are. Step one, we get financing figured out. What I mean by that is some people are going to be just buying a home with cash or the cash from selling another property. So we get that all squared away. Or if you need a mortgage, we work on that. Working with me, I'll do both for you. So I'll happily get you pre qualified. And through that pre qualification process, I dig into where we're at and what your purchasing power is. And then we discuss where that's at and where your payment is comfortable and the best for you and fitting your needs. Step two, we dig into your wants and your needs for your next home. Now, the reason I say wants versus needs is needs are we need 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-car garage or 3-car garage. Those are the needs. The wants are the extras, the pool, the fancy backsplashes, and everything else. Now, I'm not saying you can't get all of them, but it depends on the market. Like we're at the time of this recording, we're in a inventory caused seller's market because there's not enough homes on the market. So I'm not going to necessarily be able to always find everyone's like full checklist of things that you're going to want in the home. So we dig into that and we find out what areas you're targeting. Step three, we put together the search in the MLS and it will tell us what homes meet those criteria for you and where they're at, and we'll check out and we'll set all the price points. And that list goes out to you to see where you're at and which homes, meet your needs. Step four, we set up the showings. We take you out to go look at those homes, right? Because pictures can be really, really good, but pictures don't tell you if the home smells like animal pee. The pictures can be enhanced. We've all heard of Photoshop. So they can do a lot of things to change things a bit and make them look a lot cleaner. And then you go into the home and you realize it's not as vibrant as it looked like on your computer or your phone or however you're looking at that property. So we dig into that by going and taking a look, opening doors, checking out closets, seeing if it's where you're wanting it to be and what it is that you're going to want to buy. The other part is if you're not here and you want to buy a home here and we're working together, I will happily do a video tour and I will tell you what I'm seeing, if there's a smell, to make sure you're protected and you're not, getting, I don't know, blindsided by anything and a smoke screen, right? So I will do video tours for you. I'm very happy to do anything like that if it makes that process even easier for you. Step five, congratulations. You found one that fits your needs and wants, and you are ready to make an offer. We go through the offer process by one, verifying the value. The reason I say that is just because the asking price is X doesn't mean it's always going to be worth X. So there are a lot of agents out there who will just tell you you can sell it at this price point, and then the home sits on the market too long, telling you that it was already overpriced. So we verify the price before we go in there. And then we also talk about things that you may want. If you want to try to get closing costs or anything else, depending on the market, we'll discuss what options are there for you to make sure you have a strong offer that gets accepted. The other part is I will be contacting that listing agent, finding out as much as I can about the property from them and, maybe why the seller's selling, as much as they'll give me the information. That way we can have a leg up, and I will keep in very close contact with them to make sure I do everything I can to help you get your offer accepted. Step six, congratulations. Your offer has been accepted, signed by both parties, and now we are under contract. What happens immediately here in Arizona is we go into an inspection period. This is typically 10 days unless we write it differently in the contracts. So we'll just standardize it as 10 days in this for, easy sake here. And that 10 days, we have an inspector. They go out and they check out the property. They look for a lot more finer details and they don't have any emotional tie to the property. So it's always nice to get that unemotional tie, digging into it to make sure that there aren't things that we overlooked when we're looking at the home for you to buy. At the end, when the inspector is done, we go out and we meet them and we talk to them about things and what they have found. And so we can already have a plan when he gets the report back to us in a day or two, when we send that to the listing agent, as to what we would like to see, if they'll repair, or if there's, we can come to some agreement whether they give us a credit or if they'll actually fix these things, depending on where all of us are at that point. So this is one of the 2 times you can easily opt out of the contract, as well as if something comes up in that inspection and it's a no-go for you. It happens, but that's why we get them done. Another thing, inspections are out of pocket from you upfront. So they start at $250 and they go up depending on the house size and the inspector. The next part is the appraisal. We order the appraisal to confirm the value. So a licensed appraiser comes out and they look at properties that are close by, that are close fitting to that same exact property, and they just kind of verify the value. So congrats, we are at that point where the inspection's done, everyone's happy, negotiations are done, the appraisal's in, we're good to go. Now we move over to the next step, step 7. Step 7 is where we have finished up most of the financing portion. So if you're paying cash, this is not, well, there's a part of this that will be for you. So if you're getting any type of financing of a mortgage, we are hopefully done. We have all the documents in and cleared every condition from the underwriter. And we do everything we can to get this done as quick as possible for you. That way it's just one less thing to take care of, come closing time. So, all right, we have the clear to close. Underwriters say, yes, we're good to go. Financing's there. Now we can start getting, documents sent over to the title company. The other part is, before we sign and everything else, we want to do a final walkthrough. The final walkthrough is to protect you. We walk back through that property just to make sure that there hasn't been any damage done since we looked at it initially. So we don't want to come and find out there's a hole behind a big picture or something like that was completely missed. Like, we do this to protect you, to make sure that it's still everything that you want it. Now we go to step 8. We are at the signing day. So signing day doesn't necessarily mean that's the same day we close, because here in Arizona, it doesn't have to be that way. So we schedule a time with the title company. You go down and you guys sign, and all the documents are done. The seller signs their documents. Hooray, we're almost there. Next step, if there's financing involved, the loan funds, which basically means the lender has sent the money to the title company for the transaction to be complete. So we have funded, cash is dispersed each way. You've brought your check in at signing, right, for all your closing costs that you have on your end. Now we're at the point where we're waiting for the title company to record. This is technically known as public notice for ownership of property. So once it's recorded, hoorah, we're going to go get the keys. So we'll meet up with the keys. That way you can get into your new home. So I hope this was helpful and beneficial to you on just a nitty-gritty quick overview of the process when you purchase a home here in Arizona. If you have any questions, don't forget I am a realtor and a loan originator. I'm happy to answer any question you have regarding real estate. Yeah, your one-stop shop, right? So you can always comment below, or my contact info is there too. Schedule an appointment, call, text. We'll figure out a way to connect and get your questions answered. In the meantime, I hope you found it beneficial, and stay patriotic. Till next time.